So one step in the final for the Reds, as we did turn it around last night in the first leg of the semi-finals of the Carabao Cup. We did turn it around. We did turn it around last night in the second round of the Carabao Cup in a very tough game. Against Fulham. In a very tough game. In the Carabao Cup, where Fulham probably named the strongest lineup. Obviously, the only wits we had in the lineup was probably the young lad Conor Prodigy, who actually did well. Conor Prodigy. Who did well at starting at right back. But yeah, ended up being a tight game. First half was a very poor performance from the Reds. Very poor, very pedestrian night. And Fulham probably, I don't know when you say probably not the deserved goal, but it was deserved on the fact that we made a mistake. And if you make mistakes, you get punished. Virgil van Dijk, very poor for that goal. It was madness from Van Dijk, pretty awful from Virgil van Dijk. But I thought it was awful from Taylor as well, because it's not like the shot was in the corner. If Taylor would have dived instead of just standing up, he would have done that. He would have saved that. Same with Alisson. Alisson would have saved that easier from Williams' shot. And that's the difference in quality. That is the difference in quality for me between Alisson and Taylor. In my opinion. So, but yeah, Fulham made it 1-0. I mean, typical Willian, ain't it? It's typical Willian. Yeah, he probably doesn't do our all season and then ends up fucking. But he's one of them players. He ends up pretty strong at all, doesn't he? Against probably the top size of Willian. He'll probably start Chelsea at the weekend. That's William for you. And for me, Fulham should have probably went 2-0 up in the second half as well. Should have probably went 2-0 up in the second half. Bobby Reid should have probably squared it. Should have squared it to whoever. I think it was Jimenez or Pereira who had the free tap-in for probably 2-0 to Fulham. So we dodged a bullet there. A massive bullet there, and that miss and that wasted chance of Fulham probably proved to have lost them the game way, because we made our substitutions with Stapo and Nunes turning on for Gravenberch and Javier. Which is what I don't get. Why does Jurgen Klopp make the changes when 7 minutes after half time? Why does he always do it 5 minutes and then he's like, why, he done on? I just don't get it with Jurgen in terms of his changes. Why does he just do it at half time? Do it straight away? Why does he do it straight away? Why does he wait? He has this knack of doing it like 7 minutes after half time. 5 to 10 minutes after half time, then he starts making changes. You may as well just do it straight away. But the substitutions changed the game for us. Cody Gakpo, as you can see there, Nunes and Curtis Jones, all three players were key to Liverpool turn it around. First off, the equaliser for us was a deflected shot from Curtis Jones. And when we need to step up, and I said it about Alexander Arnold's injury, that where's the creativity going to come from? Because Alexis McAllister, for me, I actually think he's been poor for me. I don't know what's wrong with McAllister. I don't know if it's just because he's playing in that DM position, which is not his natural position for me. But he has been poor, in my opinion. A lot of Liverpool fans have disagreed with me on the Alexis McAllister, but I actually think he's been quite poor. He is meant to be that creative spark, and he hasn't done that. McAllister for months. He started the season well, don't get me wrong, McAllister, but he has been quite poor in the last 2 months. in my opinion, McAllister. And this is where you need your midfielders to step up with creativity. And Curtis Jones did that. People say it was a deflected shot. Well, it still counts as creativity, doesn't it? Because Curtis Jones actually took the shot on. Which is what you need to do. If you want to play it Fulham down. If you can't play them down by passing the ball around in the final third, then start taking shots. At them that luckily deflecting. We made it 1-1, and that absolutely sparked us on to get what was the winner in the game through Cody Gakpo. Good play between him and Darwin Núñez. Darwin Núñez was superb when he came on, making an impact. Maybe that's what he is, Núñez. Maybe he's an impact player off the bench, but he caused chaos already, which is what he does, Núñez. He caused chaos for the opposition defence. And the thing was, Núñez came in from that left-hand side as well, which is probably his best position, in my opinion. Came in from that left-hand side and found Cody Gakpo, who shot it in for 2-1. 2-1 to Liverpool, and that ended up being the storyline 2-1 in the first leg. Still a job to do. Still, unfortunately, a job to do in the second leg. You can say Liverpool probably made it hard on themselves. Núñez did miss a chance to make it 3-1. Nothing he could do, Núñez. I think he did his best, didn't he? With that chance. It was a good save from Leno. And you would have thought that if that would have went in, yeah, you would have thought, yeah, that's probably one massive step in the final for Liverpool. But it's still kind of half time in the tie, even 2-1. Fulham would have took that. Before the game. They would have took a 2-1 defeat, a narrow defeat, to take back to Craven Cottage. So the second leg, the main aim for Liverpool is it's get the first goal at Craven Cottage, which is a tough place to go to. Get the first goal, then I think Liverpool will be fine, in my opinion. But if Fulham did the first goal, it would make it streaky bum time, wouldn't it, in the second leg? So it's quite clear what the task is what the task is in the second leg. Avoid defeat and Liverpool will be in the final. But ideally, we hope the Reds don't play for a draw and just end up getting the job done. In the second leg and putting the tie to bed, which is ideally our aim as Liverpool fans. So that is the story. In terms of my man in the match before I go, I'm going to give it to Conor Bradley for me. It's always a risk for me playing a youngster at right back in a cup semi-final. Very young Conor Bradley, but he was superb. At right back for me. For me, the only two players that probably deserve man of the match from the starting 11 were Bradley and Curtis Jones, in my opinion. Konate, he was good as well at the back. Van Dijk, not really himself, in my opinion. Van Dijk, he was quite poor. I thought Quavenbergs offered nothing. McAllister offered nothing really. But these three definitely changed the game for Liverpool, and Conor Bradley shone as well at right back. Especially in the cup semi-final, it's always going to be a risk as well. Fulham would have targeted Conor Bradley as well at right back. So Conor Bradley, that's my man in the match. But these three are the other honourable mentions for changing the game in our favour. So we get a 2-1 win to take into the second leg at Craven Cottage. Feel free to see your thoughts down below on the game. First half, very pedestrian, but second half, the Reds turn the game around through Núñez and Gakpo, making an impact, and Curtis Jones as well. And now it's on to the second leg to hopefully get the job done in the second leg at Craven Cottage. Up the Reds.